कैसे हैं आप लोग? I welcome you all in my YouTube channel Coding by Fun, and let's get started. So today's question is trapping rainwater. So we have to trap rainwater as much as we can. So today's question is, given an array of non-negative integers responding heights of blocks at index I as ai, where the width of each block is 1, we have to compute how much water can be trapped in between blocks after raining. So let's see the structure first. So this is the structure as they are given. We have bars of input 3. There is no any bar. 0 here, 0, then 2, then 0 again, and then 4. How much water we can trap in between these bars, that we have to put in the output. So as you can see here, this is a bar of 3, and we can store water of 3 bar, then again 3 bar. Then here it is 2 and it is 3, so we can only store 1 unit water here, and again 3 unit water here. Total it's 10. So we can store or trap water of 10 units. That's our output. There are some other examples. So let's see the concept first, and then we will implement the code, right? So let's start. Yeah. So let's see some other examples. Let's say this is of 3. Let's say this is of 2. Now this is 4. Then let's say 0. Let's say 1. And then this 2. Right? Now we have to total out the how much water we can trap here in between these bars. So for this we cannot store here, so we will start from here. So as we can see, the maximum value here is 4 for this bar, and maximum here in the left is 3. So whatever is the minimum between the max and the from max from right and from max from left, that is 3, and we will subtract the value of that bar for which we are finding the water. So maximum here is 3, maximum here is 4, minimum of both, that is 3, 3 minus 2, that is 1. So we can store 1 unit of water here, right? So if I talk about this, there is no any minimum maximum in the left, and no any maximum in the right, so we cannot store for this, right? Now at this point, what is the maximum in the left? So it's 4. And what is the maximum in the right? 2. So how much water we can store here? So minimum of this, right? So minimum of this is 2 minus area of this, so it is 0. So I can store 2 unit of water. As you can see, I can store 2 unit of water here, right? This is water. So total is 1 plus 2 plus, now moving to next here. So what's for this bar, in the left the maximum one is this 4, and in the right the maximum is 2. So minimum of this is 2, and 2 minus 1, that is 1. So I can store 1 unit of water here, right? So 1 unit here, and for this I can't store anything in it here. So that's the total. 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4 unit. So as you see, what we are doing here, we are just finding the max in the left side as well as max in the right side for that bar. Let's say I is the bar. So we are finding the maximum here, we are finding the maximum here. Whatever will be the minimum between, let's say this is A and this is B, whatever will be the minimum between A and B, we are just subtracting the value of this. Let's say its value is A of I. So this is our concept that we are going to use here. So you can do in 2 ways. So method 1 is, let's say what's the method 1? Method 1 is every time in the loop, for loop from I equals to 1 to n, you will find the left max and as well as you will find the right max every time using the for loop. Obviously using the for loop you will find the maximum for the left and as well as one for loop for right maximum, right? So it will give you the time complexity of order of n square. You can do like this also, but it will give the time complexity of order of n square and space complexity of order of 1. Obviously we are not using any extra space, right? So this is not acceptable here in Geeksforgeeks. So let's see the second method. So I'm erasing it. Yeah. So second method is I'm making a left array of size n, and I'm also making a right array of size n, and I'm storing the maximum of left and maximum of right. So let's see the example. This is, let's say 3, 0, let's say 2, and let's say 4, right? So what I will do, I will store the left and right for the array. Let's say it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No require for this 4, only 0, 1, 2, 3. So for this it is already a max for it, right? So here we will directly store 3, right? We obviously start from 1, right? And for the right, so let's complete first left, then we will come to right, right? So for 0 we'll compare its left. If it is maximum from this 3 or 0, we will store here, right? So for 0 it is 3 maximum in the left, right? And for 2, what is the current maximum? That is, we will compare the maximum of this 0, that is 3, and maximum of 2 is 2. So whatever will be the maximum between array of I minus 1, the previous one, and the current array will be the maximum, right? Obviously. So for this we compare with the previous one, and for the same, so it's 3 also. And for the 4, what is the maximum in the left? It's 3, obviously. So not 3, it's 3, 4, and we have to write the maximum of this, so it will be 4, right? Now come to the right part. I should start from the right side because it will be easier for me to compare. So for the last element, obviously right is, the maximum is 4 itself. Now here I will compare max of a of I plus 1 comma I of I, because I am coming from the back side, right? So for this element, the 4 itself is the maximum, right? So I am writing 4 here. Now come to 2. So I will compare, right, the maximum in the right, that is 4, and 2 itself. So it is 4 for this, and for 0 same 4, and for 3 also 4, right? So now implement the formula, that is the maximum in the left and the maximum in the right and the minimum of both minus the value of the array. So array we have of size n is 3, 0, 2, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Now we have to find the total plus equals to, initially it will be 0, right? So what will be the total? The minimum, let's say we are finding for I equals to 0, that is for this bar, right? So for this bar we cannot find the water because we cannot tap here, right? So we'll start from I equals to 1 always, right? So for I equals to 1, see the maximum in the left, that is 3, and maximum in the right 4. What is the minimum between the both? That is 3. So 3 minus the value of array, that is 0, so we can store 3 unit of water here. Plus, move to next 2. What is the maximum in the left? 3. What is the maximum in the right? 4. What is the minimum? 3. And 3 minus 2, that is 1. So obviously we can store 1 unit of water here, right? 1 unit. Here 3 unit. So 1 unit of water. And we will not go to the last because we cannot store something here. So only up to the 4, up to index 2, right? So total is 4 unit of water. So let's implement it, the code part. I'm erasing it. Let's see. Okay. So first of all, I'm defining taking the n for the input and also making 2 arrays, that is 1 for the input, and also making 2 left array, 1 left and 1 right array for storing the maximum value. So initially I am taking the array input from user as they have mentioned here. Let's see. We have to take t as an input for the number of test cases. I am already taken, and then the test cases followed by the n is denoting the size of the array. Yes, done. And followed by n space separated storage number of array. Right? So done this too. Now, so let's store the maximum for the left, right? So I'm just taking the left of initially, the left of 0 is equals to a of 0. Now for I equals to 1, now I will update it. So left of I will be the maximum of left of I minus 1 comma the current array or the current index value that we are for which we are finding the left maximum. And similarly for this, for the right. So initially I am storing the n minus 1th value in the right of a of n minus 1. Now for I equals to n minus 2, right? I greater than equals to 0 and I minus minus. I will do the same part. Right of right of I equals to max of right of I plus 1 comma a of I. Right, whatever is the maximum will be stored in the right maximum array. So that's all in this. And now we will traverse for int I equals to 1 to I less than and I plus plus, right? Or I should say I n minus 1 less than to n minus 1, right? Now we will check later. And what we will store here, let's say we have a variable total plus equals to the minimum of the right of I comma the left of I, whatever will be the minimum plus the a of I. And we will at the end just print it end of the line. So let's define the total first. Total equals to 0 initially. So let's see, compile the code. Something wrong there. Let's see the error. Yes, we have to subtract it, right? As we have seen already. I have by mistakenly put the plus fine. So let's compile it now. So our code is accepted and all the test cases passed. So guys, if you like this video, you can share with your friends and also subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you will get the notification of my next video. And bye bye, see you.